Hi everybody, it's Christina Blackfeather here again. Donning the green stuff today. I actually swiped my son's headset since he's off in North Dakota. He's not using this one anymore, so I can stop swiping hubbies. Anyway, thought we'd head back into Dragoncoast just a little bit. I a while back had started on a little piece where we were going to have, oh good grief, where we were going to have a tree growing that was left over from when this area had been a magical forest. And so I think we're going to go back to that today. I know there's been other people who've done videos of, you know, having these magical trees and stuff, but I just thought we'd kind of work on our own. Now, it would have made more sense to have this thing be nearby the castle or inside the bowl, but, you know, things are as they are in these kind of settings. It just happened that this tree managed to survive things, you know. Oops. We'll just do that. So I'm going to go down that route, kind of make it look like we got a little bit of roots and weird things happening here. Just little tidbits in here. At least give it a base to start. Because we don't want this to be just hanging around here and, you know, looking like something's going to come collapsing down. Actually, that looks kind of cool. We'll continue with that. Oh, and it is getting dark, so let me change that. And yeah, I got Summoner's War running yet again. Sad of me. Anywho's, need to kind of figure out what we're doing for this little balcony here. I don't know why we have this little balcony, but we do. It's just a thing. But we should have this be a little bit safer. But this spot needs to have dirt. So what do we do here? Let's figure this out. Oh, that's an idea. Maybe. We'll see if this is an idea or not. Might not be. Yep, I was right. Might not be. Don't know why it's here, but it's here, and it is here to stay. Know what we're gonna do here? Use jungle wood because it's going to have a little bit more aged look to it. And let's start throwing some wood pieces in here. Wrong pew. No. Oh, let's do this. Since it is going to be an oak tree, we probably need some oak leaves here. So let's go that route. And I think also I'm going to put a little bit of light behind this. This is magical, but we also need to, you know, keep the light thing going. Wish we had green lights. That would be so cool. Wouldn't it just? We have blue lights. Why don't we have green lights yet? Hurry up, Mojang. Hurry up, Microsoft, I mean. We need assortments of light things. And assortments of stairs. And, yeah. Fun things to has. Like right now, I'd love different colors of leaf blocks. That would be so cool. But, you know, we can throw carpet down too. Don't think I'm going to be playing with cobble too much here, so. Alright, and since we seem to have part of the tree going this way, you notice I put like little divots in the trunk that is going down this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those divots, we're going to create a bundle of roots here. I had absolutely cool somebody gave me, they kind of tore up some sections of their yard, and they gave me some of the roots that they had to take out to redo the yard. And so I have one piece of root that looks like some guy waving with a really creepy hand, and then there were some burls in it too, and just made me happy to get that. So I'm planning on having some fun with that. Actually, let's take we'll forgo the leaves for a moment. Spruce wood stairs seem to blend the best with the oak wood planks, or with the oak wood logs. Alright, let's get the fence back. Go back to jungle. And kind of the point here is to just make it somewhat random and dirty, and yeah. And I don't like that little thing there. Let's throw some fallen leaves here, a little bit more here. Right there. Okay, and the thing is just to keep changing textures up. This is what you want to be doing. Little tidbits of light here and there, and just keep adding these textures in. Now let's see how, yeah, you can walk through this pretty good. That. Have that hanging down like a root. Alright. And let's say another one peeking there. Another one right here. I want to do something with that. That's what I thought. I need one, but not two. Oh, let's change this too while we're at it. Now, this tree is going to take a few days of work, I think. These, you can just keep going with these things. I mean, there's just so much to be had. Throwing mossy here just because we have all the green. Let's throw another one right there. Toss one right there. Okay, and let's change some of this texture out. I'm leaving the diorite in. I think the diorite is not going to look bad at all. 1 second here. Changing up what I'm doing. Okay. So, what other things can we play with? All the things. Oh, let's throw some podzol in here. You can just keep tossing stuff. It's fun. One has to have fun with these sort of things. Now there is going to be fence over top of that, but I don't care. Don't have to care. Alright. Yeah, it would be really weird having that much green underneath anyway, unless it's moss. Oh, that's going to turn that into... Okay, I got to change that. That's right, that was going to turn that into a different color. Well, let's actually do this. Take that out, get the glowstone back. Go down one more. Yeah, I forgot that'll change all of that stuff to... That might there too. Okay. Again, just little lighty things here and there. Kind of doing a Bob Ross type painting, you know? I'm going to take that diorite out. Yeah. Throw some other texture in here. Oh, that's right. Let's toss that there. And... that one might be difficult, so let's take that back out. Throw that there. Little coarse dirt there. No, I want to keep that. Okay, so we have this little thing here. Of course, this is all going to be landscaped downward, but we have this little dinky cave. So that's a start. Let's grab the wood fence again. Jungle wood fence does work the best for this overall. It just has such a nice feel to it. There we go. And we'll probably prune some of this back, but I want the green at this point. We will add more sculpt to this tree. This isn't a big tree. Keep in mind that the massive trees I'll be building in the Elven Forest, but it is a similar style. So we're just going to burrow in here, find a spot we like, drop in some regular dirt, and let's also grab some bone meal, and we need more oak sapling. So, growing these monsters is simple. Dirt, sapling, back up. Well, I was playing Life in the Woods and did this to a sacred oak, and I got trapped inside the oak and died. And just a little bone meal, and there it goes up higher. And you've got, in this case, almost looks like a branch. And you can even go as far as, let's remember light. Light is important. One more. Toss the dirt. Sapling. Get stuck in a tree. Take out your dirt. In this case, I want a textural change. I want this to look like a branch. So we're going to make this look like a branch. Somehow. Okay. Then the little itty bitty tricky bits here. Some of the other things you can do to decorate the sides. Go over to your buttons. Let's take a look at the overall shape of this thing first. Yeah. And then I think we'll do one more tall one in the center just to raise the height up a little bit more. So let's do that first. In fact, we'll stick it up right here. And when it's hidden in the tree, you don't have to take the dirt back out again. That wasn't as tall as I would have liked. That's an easy fix. A little more dirt. I do want this tall, I just don't want it livable tall. Yeah. And sometimes you end up with things that are just pure ugly. That's what I just did, folks. It's ugly. Let's take it out. Oh, that was awful. Little better. And we'll put another tidbit in here. Okay. This could all be bushes down here by the looks of it even. But we'll trim some of this out. Okay, that's a little better. A little more natural shape there. So we still want to have, you know, where it looks like some leaves have fallen. Let's check it out from this side. And you can just go absolutely crazy with these trees as much as you want to. I love building big trees like this. They're just a lot of fun. And this is where you just take right there, ends the texture, ends up looking pretty decent. And get stuck in the tree. Yeah, just little odds and ends right here. I don't know why that one's spruce. Probably because it was left over. I'm going to take that out, but let's go back to the fence. Let's grab oak fence this time. I like to have these little tendrils of things hang down. This makes it look so much nicer. Wait a minute, did I have glowstone exposed? No. Okay, good. Now since we have a bit of a magical tree here, the interior of this is going to be neat to be lit just a little bit. So let's go up in here, maybe, or down, or not. I'll replace that leaf. Throw that in there. And I don't want to detract from the branch above, but maybe let's do that. And fall. That there. That's spruce in there. That's why I started working on this spot. And sometimes you can blend the woods without a problem, but right now I don't feel like it on this tree. Alright. Let's go half slab here. Done with the saplings anyway. Alright. It's a misshapen little thing that just has survived the abuse of time. And you know how trees, especially if you're pruning trees and you get these odd branches everywhere, and you know, you're dealing with having to cut some of these branches down and stuff. That's kind of where this thing is gone. But these end up being so much nicer than your standard oak trees. Cut that down. And let's take the fence again. Little tendril here. Tendril in there. Let's delve into here. Throw in some glowy stuff. Throw a piece of wood in there. Then let's landscape around this thing a little bit more. So what we're going to do over here is add some more roots. That one we're going to go like this, I think. All right. And don't like. Let's just throw that there. Okay. Trick is getting these roots right, because that can make or break your tree. The other thing you can... Oh, can't. It's a half slab, that's why. If that were a full slab, I could add nodules there, but you really can't. So... add hints. Things just sticking through, because that's the way it works in your yard, you know? Okay. Now we need to have a little bit of a fence right here, and this is not going to be anything fancy. Again, I don't want villagers taking a tumble. And then let's grab the trapdoors here. This part's been a little... Actually, I'm going to try something. Nope. Okay. Fail! Okay. Continue with our root system. Not going to do too much, because we want to be able to have it look a little more natural. throw some flowers here too. We'll see. Part of this is just to hide some of the blah details and make it into something much nicer. You're painting with blocks. Okay. All right. And what kind of flowers do I want to throw over here? I think just the little white ones. They're not obnoxious. Of course, can't set them on wood. Darn it! My best laid plans, ha ha ha! And let's actually carry root down this way, maybe. It's kind of invaded right over the stone. I kind of like that idea. That way. And throw that there. Oh, that's cool. Just a little waypoint, I think, for some travelers, maybe. Gotta light this side too. Let's go a little darker leaves right here. Too many things all at once. I love making gardens and stuff. They're just so much fun. Okay, and this is going to be landscaped around, so I'm not going to mess too much on this side. Boy, I'm just not getting very good runes today fighting the giants. Okay. Put the knots here. Another knot there. Throw a piece of wood right here. Stair. Take that out. And then the smaller grasses. I think we're kind of done with the roots. Looks like we might be done with the roots. Oh, I need that green carpet though, too. I should have kept that. Well, we have that little bit of rock right here, so why not have a little bit more, right? Like, get this clean rock out of here. All right. There we go. Again, not too much on that side. And that ends up looking really nice. It's just nice and simple. You're playing with shapes however it pleases you. That's all that matters. And this thing is scraggly. It's left over from an era gone by, and it's surviving next to this poisoned moon gate, and yeah. So it's just this leftover poor magical tree that's hanging in there by the skin of its teeth, because you think this is all going to get built up. So that's how those trees end up forming, and they're just nice and simple. We will head over to a realm real quick, and I will show you what I have done there in survival with one of these trees. Keep in mind it's not done, but everybody stopped playing the realm, and I didn't want to be by myself anymore, so yeah. Plans for Dragoncoast, I still want to upload it as a realm, and as I said in the last video, if I do a Patreon, it'll be, you know, that people will be able to come in and build in creative on it, as long as they stay patrons. Because, you know, I don't want somebody just coming through and destroying stuff. Building I'm working on. I realize how I screwed up this, though. I wanted to be able to prevent monsters from spawning on top. I should have lowered the ceiling. I should have done a half step down on these, on this floor. So monsters can still spawn up here. But there you can see a giant tree right there. And yeah, it's not completed. There's a lot more to go. So let's head down here. This is a survival server, so I don't have ability to fly here. If I did, finishing that tree would be so much easier for me. It is a little hairy doing these things in survival, I'll tell you. See, I can see that when I built the portal into it, I had gotten that idea from Jaracraft. And I wanted to do a portal tree, so that's what this one ended up being. And of course, this village was scraggly. It was eventually going to have ships and everything else, but like I said, everybody stopped playing, so... And you can see how I did my little portal tunnel right here to match the walls around scraggly. So here's the back side of it. Let's go back through. This opens up into the tree itself. So here's the inside of the tree. And again, I wanted that feeling of the nether coming through the portal itself. And I discovered quickly that you can't really have the magma up to the surface and forget about it, because it does damage. So yeah, there's my portal, and of course a dragon head above it. You see I got lots of ivy growing below. We take a step back. You can see I've added building detail into this tree. Now some of it you can just do as hangers on, you know, just little details that don't do anything. Like here is just a window up there. But this tree is active. This is an active home. And I just got weird details in here that make no sense, just because it was something to do. But you can kind of see, this is, you know, roots in here. A little bit of glass looking down over there. Going up. I left the leaves in here just to give it a nice open feeling. Like this has been hollowed out to an extent. This is one of those little arches that you saw from the outside. And I used brown glass in here just to give it a little different texture. I could probably throw more oak in here, but I just liked the leaves. So we go up one. This is my bedroom, and some spots I put brown glass in just to kind of prevent me from falling. You see I got some roots hanging down here. More vines on the inside. Another window. This is that other arch from the outside. So you can kind of look at everything. And then go up one further. And it's my little enchanting room inside the treehouse. I have a little... I want nooks and crannies. It's got to kind of feel like, again, that it is an organic entity because, well, it is a tree. And you see I added the little bit of details, the nodules and stuff, and I was not done building. So this is where... I got a window in there. This is where I was at. So there's a lot more that has to go on with this. But hard to take an effort. And the reason I have the prisma crystals growing here is because I wanted it to look like fairy lights. My plans were to have like you know, I did with Dragoncoast to have the airships. That was my plan here too, is that there was going to be airships coming through, and this tree is going to be a lot taller. And there's the village I modified below. So that's what these end up coming out like. You can make them into anything you absolutely want, your heart's desires. throw in your little gardens, throw in your details like that, and away you go. So that's the video on magical trees today. We'll see where the story of Dragoncoast goes further as I keep building. Just remember, at some point there will be episode 50, and I will have this on my own website for download, which I have to do a lot of work on my website. It's www.black-feather1.com, and the 1 being a number. But once I get that done, then I'll be able to add, I'm going to at least right away add the page for downloading stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great night. Blessed be everybody.